My name's Ashlee and welcome to my tiny home. I have been living in this tiny home for almost a year and a half and I have really loved every moment of it. So this is my lounge room. It has a 3-seater couch, which is super comfortable. I spend a lot of time here. I've got the TV up on the wall up there. So I have an aerial outside, which picks up all the local TV stations. In this basket here, I store all of my shoes. I did a count the other day and I've actually got over 20 pairs of shoes in there. This here is my reverse cycle air conditioner. So I use this for heating and for cooling. The tiny house does have a little bit of insulation, but it does heat up pretty quickly. The best thing about the tiny home is you only need the heater or the air conditioner on for 2 or 3 minutes before the whole house has cooled down. I have 2 seats here at my bench that I can sit in and eat my dinner or do some work on my computer. I mean, my tiny home is small, so being able to seat only 2 people is fine by me. If I needed to have more people around, the stairs can act as seats, and obviously I've got the couch as well. I started looking into the minimalists and I listened to quite a few of their podcasts and really started thinking about the concept of living with less. At the time, I was living in the city in a 3-bedroom house on my own. So I decided to take a year off work, built a tiny home and built it to the specifications so that I could travel with it. So last year was my year off. I travelled 2,500 kilometres and had a fantastic time. My tiny home is registered as a caravan. Meeting the requirements of caravans means that I can't remain in one location for a long period of time, which I have to take into consideration when I'm planning where I'm going to live. When I park up somewhere, I need to make sure that I have access to power and water. I also have gas. Natural gas, which I use for my hot water and for my cooking. I actually spend a lot of time in the kitchen and particularly standing right here. So you can see I have a 2-burner hot plate. One is bigger than the other. 2 burners is plenty. Down here I have a gas oven. I've got some cups on the wall here and some storage for some other things. I have a really big sink. In hindsight, it's probably one thing about my house that I would probably change. I don't hate it. I actually think it's absolutely fine. I can put loads of things in there out of the way when I need my bench tops. But it's probably a little bit big for the size of the kitchen. So if I had one a little bit smaller, I could have a little bit more bench space. I have a full-size fridge in my kitchen. So we've got the fridge and the freezer. Huge amount of space in there for one person. And this here is my pantry. It goes all the way back and it stores plenty. There's plenty of space for me for all my pantry requirements. The pantry in particular is a push-close pantry. And then it has a little clip here. Now, Simon put the clip on for me for when I'm traveling. So that if, for whatever reason, the pantry unclipped itself, it has that safety lock behind it and I didn't lose everything out of my pantry. My drawers and my cupboards, I've got 2 cupboards here, a really big space under my kitchen sink, and then 4 smaller drawers just here. These baskets here, they're used for all sorts of storage. I've got more shelving up above here, which I have some other little baskets and things to store things in. Couldn't be happier with my kitchen. It is awesome and it functions for everything that I need it for. Personally, I don't have the building skills to be able to build the house myself. So I knew that I wanted somebody to help me out in that regard. And it was the best decision that I made. I wanted to be able to travel with my home and stay in a variety of locations for short periods of time, for a few months at a time. That meant that the home had to remain under a certain weight. So my home is actually quite a bit smaller than many tiny homes that you see around the place. It is 5.5 meters long and 2.5 meters wide. And the highest point in my tiny home is about 4.15 meters high. My tiny home weighs about 3.2 to 3.3 tons, and my car can tow up to 3.5 tons. So that is after I moved all of my things in. So prior to that, it was about 2.7, 2.8 tons. Considering that my tiny home is only 5.5 meters long, this bathroom itself is almost 1.5 meters of that space. So I have a compost toilet. It is the Clivus Multrum 2, so CM2. No odors, nothing, as long as you learn how to manage it and when to change the sawdust and things like that. It's absolutely fine. I don't have any issues with it whatsoever anymore. To begin with, it was a bit of getting used to, don't get me wrong. Plenty of storage underneath for all sorts of things. I often get asked, what are some things that you wouldn't change, that you're really, really happy with about your bathroom? About your tiny house, and my bathroom is probably one of them. Even if I had have built my house 8 meters long or 10 meters long, I would probably keep the bathroom the same size, because it functions absolutely perfectly. A lot of people always are surprised when they see the shower in my tiny house. It is 90 centimeters by 90 centimeters, so a full-size shower. It's great. I mean, you've got to have a couple of showers a day, so you might as well make them comfortable and easy. Next door to my shower is where I actually have my hanging storage. And then I've got some really great shelving underneath here for things like towels and all sorts of stuff that you have in a bathroom. So this is actually one of the coolest things about my tiny home. So behind this cupboard door, you will see, I've got a clip on this door also, that I have my 4.5 litre washing machine. One of the little sneaky spaces that we have used in my tiny home. So this is my loft bedroom. It's really cozy up here. Plenty of space for a full queen bed. And I've also got lots of storage up here where I keep a lot of my clothing. As you can see, plenty of space to sit up and comfortably read in bed or do whatever you do. I had to really think about how much stuff I had and what I was going to be able to keep and what I had to let go of. There has been nothing that I have missed at all since I've moved into this home. It is amazing to see what you can actually live with when you truly think about what you need and what you don't need. There are times where I need to really question the things that I am bringing into my life, but living in the tiny home actually makes me think twice about purchasing things, because if it doesn't have a location to be or to live in the home, then I just can't bring it in. I don't have any major regrets in regards to the build and what I have created here with my builder. I think for what I've needed it for and the flexibility it gave me in terms of where I could live and where I could go last year was just fantastic. It's something that I know I won't be living in forever. I do plan to eventually move back into a home, but for the time being, I am really, really happy with how it's all going.